Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pick a Stack Wednesday. We are starting off with the Lemurian Saint Germain singing bell. Charging up the crystals, the cards, me and you. And it just sounds glorious. That's why we do it. Because it feels good. And that's what we're supposed to be doing these days. Doing the things that feel good, that raise our frequency. Today, our theme in the background is ice, because yesterday here in the Great White North, it rained and rained and rained. And so overnight it froze, and our whole world here is covered in ice, including the roads and the sidewalks and everything else. So we've got our beautiful Icelandic spar or ice calcite in the background, surrounded by some clear quartz points, making a little ice world. If you're new to Pick a Stack, this is what we do here. You think of an idea, issue, or question pertaining to yourself, your loved ones, your community, the whole world, and then you choose a stack. This is stack number 1, stack number 2, and stack number 3. Each stack today includes 2 tarot cards from 2 different decks. Today we have the Tarot of Dragons and the Tarot Grand Lux. And it also includes an oracle card from the Beyond Lemuria deck and a crystal. And each stack tells a story and hopefully resonates with you. And you don't just have to pick one stack. If you want to pick 2 stacks or all 3, that is totally cool. You make the rules. So let's dive right in. If you chose stack number 1, your crystal is not just a clear quartz point. No. This is a Lemurian. And I'm going to try and see if we can get some of the... See the horizontal lines right there? There's a nice one. See the horizontal lines? These are record keepers. Here's a really good side. There, can you see sort of at the top by my finger, there's horizontal lines there. These are record keepers. So these are excellent to meditate with, especially if you want to work on other lives, because these hold records. They connect to the Akashic records. If you lie down and place one on your forehead, it's going to amplify your third eye, especially if your third eye is open. Quartz is an amplifier. That's why we've used it in radios for, the last 100 years or so. It helps focus the energy. Oh, there we can get some, see those horizontal lines on the right side of it, right there. So we use the quartz to focus energy and transmit energy and transform energy, balance energy. It's so good for so many things. But if you're meditating and trying to do other life regressions or just getting messages from your spirit guides, this is an excellent crystal. Remember, this is not just clear quartz. This is a Lemurian. And they are beautiful. I mean, it is just beautiful. Okay. Sorry. Your first card is from the Tarot of Dragons. And we're starting off with the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups. Lots of cups. Abundance, prosperity. It's interesting, though, because this is all about us. The 8 is all about us. It's the material world. It's humanity. Now, in this deck, with this 8 of Cups, we've got the crescent moon in the background, and we've got this blue dragon back behind the trees. It looks like it's kind of sleeping, but it's standing up. But the cups are here in this river. It's standing in this misty land part in the forest. And the cups are over here. So, because this is a general reading, I'll give you, one interpretation. The dragon is back here ignoring the cups, or the dragon is guarding the cups. Does that make sense? Depending on who you are you ignoring all the abundance that's right next to you? Or is it your job to guard that abundance? Maybe hold it for later. Let's see what the next card brings. This is from the Tarot Grand Lux, and we get the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords. Swords bring in air energy. They bring in change. They bring in truth. And this knight is the fastest moving knight. You tell him something to do, and it's going to be done like yesterday. And just look at him. He's fierce. His eyes, don't mess with him, right? You give him a job to do, and he's going to take it very, very seriously. So if it's all about guarding these cups, he will guard those cups with his life. This is the kind of knight you want on your side. I have a friend who's just like this. And he has told me many times that, you know, he would lay down his life for me or any of his other friends. And he is totally serious. And people like that, doesn't mean it has to be male. But people like that, you want them close to you because they are amazing. And their hearts are so big and so strong that they would seriously lay down their life for you. And they take all this very seriously. So I feel like this card, this Knight card, along with this Eight of Cups, whatever you're doing here with all your cups, do it seriously. Don't take it for granted. Pay attention. You know, if you are, how do I say this? If you are, the word isn't hoarding. If you're collecting something, do it not just seriously, but with integrity and with honor. You know, like, okay, here's an example. I have something from my great uncle. He was a soldier, and he made this box with things that he had around him in the war. And I have this box. It's the only thing I have of his. I can't just throw that in a closet because there's so much of his honor and his life in that little box that he did, that I need to really honor it. And that's what this is all about. There's something that is in your life. It's already in your life. It's not something that's coming, that you need to really, you need to honor. You need to guard it. You need to take it very seriously. Okay? I don't know how else to put this, but, you know, my great uncle, his military box came to my mind. And it's weird because I haven't really thought about it lately. So for that to come into my mind, it's not my thought. So that's that. And then let's see what the Beyond Lemuria deck says. Interesting. Card number 55. Now, fives are all about change, right? Fives are all about change. And it says unique gifts. Now, what's funny is that box from my great uncle was given to me after he passed. And talk about a unique gift. There's nothing else like it on the planet because it's all things that he collected and put together, right? So let's see what the book says about card number 55, which is the second to the last card in the deck. Your superpowers, a sense of purpose, the meaning behind your quirks, exploring your interests, shortcomings as unique undiscovered skills. What makes you unique? Any quirks that you feel are shortcomings could be the key to your superpowers. Look for the positive sides of your oddities and traits. How would you like to spend more time? Are there things you would like to try or feel a pull to explore? Now is the time. These whispers, you never know how transformational they may be. So, it's interesting because if you're not driving and you can look at the card, this is, it's sort of a humanoid form, right? The Lemurians are they have a very strong feminine energy. And I don't mean women, I mean feminine, flowy energy. They're very soft. And I don't want to say gelatinous, but kind of, but very flowy. And the heart, everything's blue here except for the heart, which is basically on fire. So this is saying use your unique gifts or figure out what these superpowers are. Being quirky to me it's a positive thing. It is not a negative thing. I love all my quirkiness. Sometimes I look at what I'm wearing for the day and I go, man, who dressed me? But I like how everything goes together, So look at your quirkiness and realize that those are your superpowers and start enhancing them. Take them seriously, like this Knight of Air, this Knight of Swords, and these 8 cups. There's something, it's interesting because I feel so much seriousness with this stack today. And we don't usually get that serious, but there's something that you need to do. If you chose stack number 1, something you need to do, and you need to do it with seriousness, with honor, with integrity, on whatever is coming up, okay? You'll know what it is. Okay, that was stack number 1. I am going to do a singing bell. I like to do that in between each stack because it clears the energy. You need to go lie down, princess. Althea's just walking around. All right, if you chose stack number 2, your stone is Iolite. Iolite. Iolite is this deep bluish indigo. And it's also known as a water sapphire. So it's really good for doing healings. It's considered a vision stone. So another stone that's really good to put on your third eye when you're meditating. It can help with recovering balance and is recommended for those suffering from disorientation, lack of motivation, chronic disorganization, and distraction. So it helps you be focused. Okay, a lot of people are having a hard time focusing, especially these days. We've got all this plasma energy that's coming in. And like even yesterday, for me, I was so like unfocused all day long. I'd start something and next thing I know, it's a half hour later and I've already done parts of 4 other things and I never finished the first thing. It was like a day of ADHD, but not. It's just the plasma energy was so intense and I was having a hard time being grounded. So this is another thing that we need to do when we feel that way is be grounded. I literally put like a 1-pound stone in my pocket and I was walking around with this big rock in my pocket most of the afternoon. It does feel better when you do that. Iolite can aid in understanding and releasing the causes of addiction as well. So a good stone for addiction. Okay? Get rid of that addiction. You don't need it. It's just a demon riding on your back. Taking your energy. All right. Your first card is from the Tarot of Dragons, which is my new deck, which I love, love, love. Love my dragons. And you get a major arcana. So this is a message from the universe. And it's card number 20, Judgment. Now, This card is all about rebirth, being reborn. The baby dragons are coming up through this ice or stone, and you have, the grand dragon up above, like basically calling to them and saying, hey, it's time to be reborn. So this is a message for you. It's time to be reborn. Okay? It's time. It's time to wake up. This morning I saw 11:11 on this electronic thing that I have. It wasn't telling the time, okay, because it was like 7:30 in the morning, but it had 11:11 on it, and it's like, okay, wake up. This is the same thing. It's not 11:11, but it's two matching dragons, one on either side. And when you see that, it's like the two witnesses. It is time to witness. It is time to wake up. It is time, period. It's time, okay? So whatever you were asking about, it's time. We are going to move into the Tarot Grand Lux now, and we get the Six of Wands, or the Six of Fire. This is a victory card. So we've got this card here that says it's time to wake up, it's time to be reborn, it's time to get going, get her done, and we're going to have victory. So when we move, when we take that first step, we will be victorious. Okay? Hang on one second. You're annoying me. There you go. Althea's wandering around was driving me crazy. So she's out of the room now. Okay, so taking that first step and being victorious. Look at the way he's got his wand raised up in the air. Okay, he's got his other wands here. He's standing up on the top of a mountain, and he's got this behind him, like the two wheat. I can't think of what you call that, but the pieces of wheat. That's a sign of victory. Okay, so we're going to add to that a card from Beyond Lemuria. Loving compassion, card number 16. Now 16 is 1 plus 6 equals 7. 7 means you're on the right path. We've got the Judgment card. We've got the Six of Wands. So we're going to be victorious once we are reborn. And now we're on the right path, okay, with loving compassion. Let's see what the book says about card number 16. Unconditional love, empathy, compassion, care, friendliness, goodwill, benevolence, beyond duality, safe space, forgiveness through expanded perspectives, open-hearted joy. This card invites you to bring more love to the situation at hand, whether it is toward yourself or someone connected to you. Yesterday I had this elderly gentleman. I mean, he was probably, middle 70s. He came into my shop, and because it was Valentine's Day, I figured, he's probably going to want flowers, because everybody comes in here and wants flowers, which we don't sell. And I asked him if I could help him, and he wanted a copper bracelet. And so I helped him find the right copper bracelet. And I said, so, are you giving yourself this as a gift for Valentine's Day? And he said, yes, I am. And it was just so sweet. Like, not everybody does that. Some people would just grumble and go, no, I just have arthritis. But this little old man was like, yes, I am. I am doing this because I deserve it. And we all need to be like that. Right, that's giving me goosebumps. We need to bring love into our lives. And if it's something like a copper bracelet because, you have circulation issues in your hand, that's okay. But to say that I'm doing it with love and with that intention, that's beautiful. And it brings that energy into it. It makes it that much more powerful. Instead of just seeing it as a piece of copper that I'm going to wear. No, I'm doing it with love. So this card is a reminder that you are loved and have infinite access to the gentle, yet powerful force of loving compassion. To bring yourself back into your heart, think about those you love and moments with them where you have felt joy. Expand this feeling out to more and more people, creatures, and places until the whole planet is infused with this beautiful, warm, and loving feeling. Oh, that is so beautiful. So you will be reborn once you stop resisting. You will be victorious because of it. And just make sure that you do everything with love. And when you do it with love, everything becomes so much easier. Seriously. Love of self is so important. Once you can do things for yourself with love, it's so much easier to send love out to everybody else. Okay? And love is a high frequency. In your heart, you can only have one or the other of either love or fear. I'm telling you, choose love, because fear sucks. I should make t-shirts that say that. There's nothing to be afraid of, but everything can be loved. Okay, so that was the fabulous stack number 2. Get those all organized there. Get the singing bell out. Excuse me. All right. Stack number 3. I'm just going to grab some water here. All right. If you chose stack number 3, the stone would not fit under the box, so I had to put it to the side. You get Moonstone. And this is the piece that wanted to be in the video. It has some beautiful rainbows. See that one right there in the middle on the top? There's a rainbow there. Let's see, where else? There's some sparklies. This is raw moonstone. There's more. Lots of little flashes. So moonstone is awesome. This is raw rainbow moonstone, okay? Moonstone can also come in other colors. There's like a peach moonstone. It's almost kind of a peachy tan. Oh, look at that. Ooh, there's some flash right there. Right there. Flash. Moonstone is used by healers to stimulate the functioning of the pineal gland. Okay, that's your third eye. Really good stone to put on your third eye. All 3 of the stones that we have today are excellent for meditating and putting on your third eye. Now, when you meditate and you're working on opening your third eye, always, 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 did I mention always? Make sure that you're protected. That means talking to God, Creator, Source, Great Spirit, your higher self, your spirit guides who live in the light. Make sure you are protected first. Okay? There's often something that wants to get in there. And it's nothing to be afraid of because you're bigger than it. But you don't need that. So just make sure that you're protected. Part of meditating is to make sure you're protected. Okay? I mean, it's like going into an unfamiliar city. If you go into an unfamiliar big city, you might want to lock your doors. You know, if you're downtown, you're driving, lock your doors. I'm not saying you have to carry a gun, and I don't condone that behavior at all. But you know, do a prayer, lock your doors, do whatever. I'm not saying live in fear either. I'm just saying, you know, be smart about it. If you don't know your surroundings, be cautious. So Moonstone is a stone of inner growth and strength. It is beneficial to everybody, men and women, in opening your emotional self. A lot of people will say Moonstone is a feminine stone. Well, it is, because we attribute the moon with feminine energy. And so Moonstone is really good for our moon cycles. So if it's before, during, or after, Moonstone is going to be an excellent crystal to carry on you, which I wish I would have known that years ago. So it's very tied to the moon, just like we are. So it resonates with a lot of us. It can also aid in fertility because it is associated with that moon cycle. You know, I wouldn't necessarily want to carry a big raw one in my pocket or in my pillowcase, but you can do a tumbled one, or put it under your bed or on your nightstand. Okay. All right. That is your stone. And your first card is from the Tarot of Dragons, and we get the Queen of Pentacles, also known as the Queen of Earth. This queen is represented by this beautiful green and gold dragon, and she has a nest with dragon eggs in it. And what's interesting is there's 2 bunny rabbits in the picture, and it's almost like the bunnies are guarding. Now, the bunnies represent no fear. What was I just saying about driving in a big city? It's nothing to be afraid of. We just have to be cautious. So the bunnies are there to help make sure there's no fear, to bring in that nurturing energy. And, hey, mama, don't be afraid. Everything's cool. The babies are going to be just fine. They're like little babysitters, bunny babysitters. The pentacles, this is earthly energy. Bunnies represent fertility. Interesting that we have the Moonstone. I don't pick all the cards in the crystals. My guides do. So bunnies are a sign of fertility. Moonstone is a sign of fertility. Now, this does not mean pregnancy, like having a baby. It could be a fertile ideas. It could be all of a sudden you're inspired to paint things, to write songs, to write a book. These eggs can be anything, but in the physical realm, things coming to you. The queen, she's been there, done that. She's high up on the totem pole, so to speak. But she's bringing new life into the world, with no fear. New life into your life. What does that mean? Well, it's going to mean different things to different people. Some people, it will mean babies. For me, it would be new creative things that I can work on. It could be a new life. Like, I'm going to totally change the way I'm living my life right now. It could mean you're moving to another city or state and you're going to reborn yourself. Like that? I like the way I use that. You're going to reborn yourself. So there's something new coming in, but you can handle it because you're the queen. Male or female, doesn't matter. Okay, this is a high up on the totem pole position, but there's something big and powerful and new coming into your life. Okay, as big as being reborn. We're going to add to that a card from the Tarot Grand Luxe, and we get the reversed Hierophant. Now, this is what it looks like when it's in the upright, okay? It's usually an authority figure, a religious figure, a father figure. It's reversed. So it's a perfect affirmation for this Queen of Pentacles, because I just said you're going to be inspired to, be reborn. The reversed Hierophant is saying you're going off the beaten path. If it's this way, it's, doing things according to society's rules, doing it according to the church's rules. You're following dogma or rules, okay? But reversed, it's you're going off the beaten path. You're not going to do things the way other people expect you to do them. Okay, that could mean your family. You're going to do something. You're going to start up a business and your family's going to go, what? You're doing that? Or you're going to move away and people are going to go, wow, I didn't see that coming. But this is so that you can live life on your terms. And that's what you're supposed to be doing. Live life on your terms. Don't worry about what other people say, because this is your life. Okay? And you've got all these beautiful, inspiring things that are coming, that are being born. And don't have any fear. Oof, this is powerful. I can feel this one. And your third card is from the Beyond Lemuria. Oh, card number 31. 3 plus 1 is a 4. 4 is a really stable, 4 is a really stable home number. And it's so funny because this card is called home. And the picture is very obviously home is where the heart is. Home is where the heart is. So if you've been living your life taking care of other people, doing things for other people, okay, I'm getting goosebumps. Somebody needs to hear this message. You're gonna reborn yourself. You're gonna do things unexpectedly to everybody else. Not unexpected to you, but unexpected to them. It's like you've been following the rules your whole life, being the good girl, being the good boy, and all of a sudden you just, you shoot off somewhere and everybody's like, what the heck just happened? But the cool thing is, I got goosebumps. But the thing is, where you go, that's home. Okay? You're finally living your life for you instead of everybody else. So whoever needs to hear this, can I show you my goosebumps? I don't know if you can see them. I don't think you can. Whoever needs to hear this is for you. You're going to reborn yourself. You're going to do things unexpectedly and not the way that, you can go off the beaten path, not according to rules or what other people are expecting. And remember, we have to have no expectations. And that's where home's going to be. And you're going to feel so much love. I can feel it in my heart right now. You're going to feel so loved where you end up because you're living your life for yourself. And that's not selfish. When your heart is so full, it's overflowing, you affect everybody around you. You become this pillar of light. And that energy just goes in all directions, and it fills up other people too, because they're like, well, I want what she's got, or I want what he's got. And then they do the same. And you attract like-minded people. And all of a sudden, there's this community of these high-frequency, loving people that, it's beyond words. I mean, I don't even know what to say. I'm getting really emotional right now. So whoever this message is for, it's beautiful. I literally have no more words. You're going to reborn yourself. You're going to go off the beaten path, do things unexpectedly, but you're going to be home. Yeah, that is beautiful. Okay, that was stack number 3. I'm going to grab the singing bell. Whew, that was so powerful today. We're going to melt all that ice. All right, thanks for joining me, everybody. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. Thanks for liking my videos. If I reach one person, I'm a success. So I really appreciate all of you. And I appreciate it when you let me know that something I've said has touched your heart, because that's why I'm here. I send you blessings of love, light, peace, joy, happiness, success, divine health, and all good things, because I know you're worthy and I know you deserve it all. Namaste, my beautiful soul family, and thank you.